baseball season, where the playoff races are heating up and the excitement of baseball is at a fever pitch despite the NFL starting. Just go with me on it. We are going to draft a baseball team. We love doing this. It's been a while. But I have here today, we have Donruss 1991 Donruss Series 2, Series 1 right there. And I'm going to open up these packs here, 3 from each series, and we're going to draft a team of first baseman, second baseman, shortstop, third baseman, catcher, left, center, right. 5 pitchers to start, 5 pitchers in the bullpen. We'll also throw in a DH there. We're all going to do it. We're going to do it based on what we find in these 6 packs of cards. All right. Let's dive in. There's our first pack from Series 2. Series 1. Continue. Divide it up here. Infield, catchers, pitchers, outfield. Goddamn checklist. My question is, do we have this much more infielders than outfielders in Major League Baseball? Catchers, I get. No. We'll figure it out. Let's go. Kind of the bonus cards there. That's not a bad pull there. The Nolan Ryan. It's nice, Ricky. On here. Sosa from 1991 Donruss. Decided if I want to use these cards to draft. I don't think I've pulled this Griffey MVP. That's gonna go to our Griffey collection in our album, where it's not tremendously valuable, but emotionally we want to have it. All right, final pack, and then we're gonna do some picking here, some drafting. So we got some outfielders a little bit later on to help us out there. That's good. All right, so what do we got? All right, putting aside the puzzle pieces, because why not? Maybe we'll make this puzzle one day. Stay tuned to find out the Willie Starger puzzle. Some of these highlights, Diamond King cards, I don't count them in the draft here. Of course, we've got the checklist. These ones, though, I might count them. They're easy picks, though, here. They got the stats, they got everything I need, but I also kind of consider them special cards outside of the realm of what we're doing here. So I'm going to set those aside. Puzzle dust. I gotta clean this here. This might be mostly off camera, but enjoy the sounds. Okay. Apologize for that. Alright, let's make our team here. We got our outfielders. We got our infielders. And remember, we're going off of 1991-92 era skill level. So a player that might one day develop into a superstar. We're looking at what they were in this era. So let's start with catchers here. Who will be our catcher? We got an option is Chris Hoyles. I like Chris Hoyles. He's still very new, though. Damon Berryhill has been around for a little bit. They were the Cubs before Atlanta. Mackie Sasser is yet to develop his throwing problem, or it's starting to come there, but he could still rake. He had a 307 batting average. Mark Parrott, veteran journeyman backup catcher with the Padres. Ron Hassey, who's not a bad pick in 1991. Got a lot of playing time with Oakland during their dynasty. Ronald William Hassey. Alright, I think my starting catcher, Hoyles, is probably your guy in a year or two. these two young here. It's coming down to these two. And I've always been a fan of Damon Berryhill. Switch hitter. A little bit of pop. He's coming off a bad year in 1990, but I think the promise is still there. So I'm making the controversial decision to start Damon Berryhill over Mackie Sasser. Now, could Mackie come back as a DH? Maybe. Maybe. Alright. Let's do our infield next here. Some contenders. Johnny Ray at second base. I don't think Junior Nomoa could make the cut. The governor, Jerry Brown. Mike Sharperson. No. Wait. No, Lou Whitaker. I do like the idea. Jose Offerman at shortstops. We'll just do this right now until the player is replaced. Our DH will set that aside. Dave Parker. Randy Reddy. Gene Larkin. Steve Sachs. I love Steve Sachs. That's possible there. Tommy Herr's a great player for this era. 100 RBI season, right, or close to it in 87 with the Cardinals there, but not the guy. Gary Sheffield. He's a kid. He's a kid at this point, but he's coming off a 10-homer, 67 RBI season and a 294 average. I'd put him in third base for a down. Carlos Quintana, a staple. But you know what? Terry Pendleton. That's our third baseman right now. If you want defense, Chico Lane might be your guy. If you don't want defense, Mike Blowers might be your guy. Tim Jones, Steve Buechele, still Terry Pendleton, Robbie Thompson. We have some options. We got that. We got Geronimo Pena. Alvin Davis, maybe our first baseman. Todd Benzinger's in the mix. Paul Sorrento's in the mix, maybe, but not at this point in his career. We got Rafael Palmeiro long before he pointed at Congress. He was an up-and-comer here, just finding his footing with Texas. He might be our first baseman. Ron Oyster, Andres Thomas, and Tim Hewlett there. Alright, so I like what we got here on the left side. We got a highly rated prospect in 1991. We're going to take our chances with him. We have a eventual MVP at third base. First base, we have we make the jokes about Palmeiro, but even at this point he could hit. He's coming off a 319 season, 14 home runs, 89 RBIs. We got Alvin Davis, former Rookie of the Year, solid hitter, 283, 17, 68. Coming up a year removed here from a 305, 21, 95 season, but he's long removed from his 87 season. I think I'm going to make the controversial decision for many reasons, maybe. We are going to point at Rafael Palmeiro right there as our first baseman. All right. Second base, Robbie Thompson. I like him. Mainstay during the San Francisco years here in the late 80s, early 90s. But I don't think he beats Steve Sachs or Lou Whitaker. I've always been a fan of both. Sachs is a good leadoff guy. He's coming off a 43 steal season. We got Whitaker here. He's a solid Hall of Famer. And it is a toss-up for me. But at the end of the day, I think I'm going with Sweet Lou, because I'm thinking ahead to my lineup here. Sorry, Saxy. Loved you with the Dodgers. Loved you with my Yankees. But you are on the bench today. As of right now, Dave Parker is our designated hitter. Let's go to the outfield here. Left, center, right. Let's pick. We got some versatility with Dave Henderson. I'll put him in center field for right now. We got Ray Langford, up-and-comer. We already have one up-and-comer with Jose Offerman, but for right now, I will put Ray Langford in left field. Lonnie Smith, if you want to get to the World Series during this era, you wanted him on your team. Cardinals, Royals, Braves, but I don't think he makes a cut this time. Jay Buhner, he's not the Buhner we would come to know and love and hear about on Seinfeld, but he's still got some pop. I'm going to put him in right field for now. Dave Clark, Turner Ward, Sammy Sosa, we could put him in right. This is a toss-up right now. That's not going to make the club. Ah, I forgot. We did get this Ricky. Well, without a doubt, Langford is going to go into this right field pot there, and Ricky is going to go in left field. I forgot we pulled that card. Randy Bush, not Ken Griffey Jr., Greg Brown. Alex Cole, you want some speed up top? This might be your guy. 40 steals in 63 games in 1990. He was a superstar on the rise during this time there, but not to be. Art Carry On if you want some pop in the bench. And Chris Gwynn, Tony's younger brother. Alright, I like our choices here. This is our bench. We're not going to build a bench, but there's some guys not making the starting lineup here today. Still like Dave Parker as our DH. So it just comes down to putting one of these guys in right field. We got the future is unlimited with Ray Langford, 3 home runs, 12 RBIs, 286 in 39 games. Sammy Sosa is far from being Sammy Sosa, but he has a little bit of things going for him here. 70 RBIs, 32 steals, don't forget, and 15 home runs. And Jay Buhner. But here's the thing, Buhner's been around here for a bit. He's got some playing time already. He would be a star in just a few seasons. But I do like his big arm and his pop. I am going to make the decision to put Jay Buhner in right. Okay, this is our starting 8 here. Let's get our bullpen and starting pitchers going. All right, got some bullpen options with Radinsky. Going to keep Sergio Valdez out. Potentially Alan Mel. Dana Kiker, no. Jeff Reardon in the bullpen. No-brainer, Greg Maddux in the starting rotation. Well, Norm Charlton in the bullpen. Alex Fernandez starting. Kevin Appier starting. Lefferts maybe in the bullpen. Rich Garces, who made one of our previous draft teams with our 91 Donruss collection, but we're going to maybe set him aside here. Terry Leach, not a bad option. Ben McDonald. Ben McDonald is coming off a good rookie season. 21 games, 2.43 ERA, 8 wins, 2 shutouts when those were a thing. We're going to keep him there. Charles Nagy. He's a prospect, but we might take a shot. Stan Polenda. We like Stan Polenda in that bullpen. He's the option. Paul Marek, rated rookie. Nothing much came of Paul Marek, part of the Atlanta future, so we'll set him aside. Howard Farmer was a prospect with the Expos too. Tim Burke, great bullpen option. Bob Walk, maybe to start. Terry Mulholland is possible in the rotation, as is Alan Anderson, who made one of our previous rotations. Bob, Ben, Dan Petrie. If we are drafted a 1985 team, Petrie might make the team there. Don Carmen, Jim Acker, Rick Honeycutt, Clay Parker, Bob Kipper, and Kirk McCaskill, possibly to start. Alright. Let's see what we can do here with this starting 5. Well, definitely, we're going with Greg Maddux. I'm going with Kevin Appier. I am going to include Ben McDonald. Now we're taking a chance on young Ben McDonald, so I'm going to set aside maybe some of the up-and-comers like Alex Fernandez or Charles Nagy and see what's going on. We need 2 more. We might need some lefties. McCaskill's an innings eater. 12 wins, not a bad option, but I need some lefties. And for right now, I'm going to fill out my starting rotation with Alan Anderson and Terry Mulholland. So this is who I'm putting on the mound. Greg Maddux is our ace. That is a great pull there. Very happy to have Maddux on the team. Kevin Appier, who was coming off a 12-win rookie season. Ben McDonald. The sky is still the limit for Larry Ben Bernard McDonald. Alan Anderson, not too far removed from a 17-win season. We like him out there in Minnesota. And Mulholland, who would, in just a few years, help anchor the Phillies' run to the World Series. So that is my starting rotation right there. But who do we have in the bullpen? Let's pick 5 guys to close some games out. I do think we have some no-brainers. specialist, and that might be Rick Honeycutt, or Lefferts. I'm gonna go with Rick Honeycutt there. One more, maybe a long man and inning eater. I really like. I think I'm going with Stan Belinda. Acker was solid during this era for the Braves and Blue Jays. She got the comical Craig Lefferts. But I'm going with Stan Belinda, coming off a good rookie season with the Pirates. So that is our bullpen. We are going to have Jeff Ridden as our closer. We got some heat coming with Norm Charlton. We got the righty side there, the setup guy, Tim Burke. We're going to go with Honeycutt lefty and Belinda to eat up some middle innings. That is our bullpen right there. But we're not done. We are not done. It is time to set the lineup. And this is the fun part. This is the interactive part. I want you to make your batting lineup and post it down below. Alright, so here we go. Okay. Well, without a doubt, we have no other option. Rick Anderson leading off. Number 2, I am going with Sweet Lou Whitaker. Alright, I'm going with, this might be a little bit of a shock, but I'm going with Terry Pendleton, third at number 3. Then cleanup, I'm going Dave Parker. Then I'm going Dave Henderson, number 5. Remember, this is 1991 after all. I'm going to go with Rafael Palmeiro. Seventh, Jay Buhner. 8th, Jose Offerman. 'Card ASMR.